solitaire all the time.
And I think I was gonna get rich.
Yeah.
But then when you go to a casino, it just doesn't work out.
That does not work the same at all.
Yeah, you always hear this, we're gonna give you $100 worth of tokens, and they're gone in the first spin or whatever.
Yeah, if you play any kind of cards,
Yeah.
you might as well have $200 or $300 walking in.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it Fabian?
May I call you back? I'm in the middle of a class. All right, that works. Thanks. Bye. That was Jill. I think she was shocked that I answered the phone. Let me just turn this down because it's just blowing up. Like,
Well, that's a good thing.
my room block is sold out.
Oh,
I have to
really?
get more rooms.
Oh, wow.
They were supposed to do it Friday. What's today? Tuesday? Still not done.
Yeah, heart palpitations.
All right, try to do math. I think I need this more than you all do, so I'm just saying. All right. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Pay attention to your feet. Think about where the weight is distributed in your feet. Should be down towards the arch. Your toes should be able to wiggle. Your heels should be able to wiggle. You're in the middle of your foot. Tuck your tailbone slightly under. Drop your shoulders down into your back. Take your head weight and put it over your spine. Relax your arms down to your side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Remember your good posture. Arms going to float up to the side. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Soften your knees. Roll down. Dive into the water. Now, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Pick up the shoulders, back and down. Let's do the head. Head weight goes over your spine again. Inhale up. Opening the chest. Opening the chest. Now dive into the water. Round your spine. Feel your back. Stretch. And roll up. Pick up the shoulders, back and down. Head weight goes over your spine. Let's do one more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold here. Nice easy breathing. And if you have your blocks handy, you can put your hands on your blocks or you can reach the floor, whatever you need. Make sure you're in the middle of your foot still, not your toes or your heels. I want to go to a flat back. Knees are soft. Abs are in. So you can put your hands on your thighs if you need to for support. Take a breath. As you exhale, straighten your legs a little bit. They're not all the way straight, but you definitely can feel some stretch going on. Pull your navel away from the floor. Take a breath. As you exhale, straighten your legs a little more. Bend your knees, roll up. I'm going to grab the blanket and put down for my knee. Ready? So I'm going to have to kind of guesstimate where your knee's going to go. Do you like that guesstimate?
Yeah.
So I try to have a wide guesstimation, then a wide guesstimation, and in the middle of the mat. I'm sure I'm going to hit it somewhere. So at the front end again. We're going to inhale up, swan dive, hands go on your blocks. So we're going to take your right knee back and drop it down. And you can walk your left foot forward if you like into that kneeling lunge. Relaxing into your hip. So Dan, put your left foot underneath your knee. There you go. I'm going to rock the hips back, keeping your hands on the block, right? Kick back. So you're straightening that front leg and feeling the stretch in the back of your left leg. Arch your spine, feel the stretch. Rock it back forward. Find the stretch in that right hip flexor. I'm going to take your top block and put it on end. So now we can sit up a little more. Find the stretch. Place your right forearm on your block. So now there's a rotation. Take your left hand to the ceiling. Open up the chest. And bring it down. Fix the block back. Your hands are definitely weighted over the block. Come up. Adjust your feet. Left knee goes back. So reach back, drop the knee. Adjust your right foot forward. And again, I have the blocks pretty much underneath my chest. So I can lean into this. So I can feel my hip flexor stretch. Do you all have a stretch in the top of your foot? The back foot, your left foot? Pam probably does not. Yeah. Well, you have a really good point. So you can see there's space right at my ankle. I'm pushing down so I can get that stretch going in the top of my foot. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? And go ahead, press back. Flex that right foot. And again, I want to arch away, lengthening out the backside of my body. Pulling your navel up and in. And rock forward. Hold here for just a minute. I'm going to fix that top block. Well, there it goes. It's stuck. And again, I want to think chest up and drop the groin forward towards the floor. Finding that stretch in that left hip flexor. Left forearm goes to the block. Now we're starting to rotate the shoulders. Take your right hand up and hold. And bring it down. Go into a kneeling position. Take your knees wide. Put your blocks out front. Knees go wide. Big toes touch. Sit back into child's pose. Alright, come up to a seated position. Now, depending on where you're at, might have to sit on your blanket to keep your hips from rocking back. Does that make sense? So if you have trouble reaching forward, you probably need to sit on the blanket. If you can sit up tall and be able to reach forward without a problem, right? It just pops you up a little bit, that's all. So go ahead and point your toes. Nice and tall. Take your chest straight forward and just reach out. Find the stretch. Push the pads of your toes towards the floor. Take a breath. As you exhale, pull your toes towards your nose. Find the stretch. Like that. Yeah. Now relax your feet, relax your arms. Shake them up for just a minute. We're going to so I'm trying to be very specific. My legs are definitely straight out from the mat. I'm going to take my right leg off to the corner. So that would be 2 o'clock, basically. So go ahead and flex your feet. I'm going to take your right hand on the inside aspect and allow the rotation to happen. I'm not worried about anything else except for your love handle right now. We're just trying to wake it up. So take a breath. Exhale, put down a little more. Keep that left hip planted into the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, a little more. Inhale. Exhale, a little more. Keep that right or left shoulder back. Come all the way. Just turn your shoulders right and left, loosen up. We're going to do that again. We're going to start up high, except I want your right or your left arm up. So keep that the same leg position. Take a breath. Exhale, slide down the right leg. Find your stretch. And again, I'm thinking about that top arm pulling towards the back of the room. Deep breath. Exhale, slide. Push your left hip down. Deep breath. Exhale. Nice. We're going to take that left arm and just rotate your body, your chest, towards your thigh. Now you have this big old stretch on the left side of your back. You might even have a little hamstring, but your back should be talking louder. And nice and easy, walk up your leg. And again, shoulders turn because it's like, oof. Leg comes in, other leg goes out. So I want to have my right leg straight ahead, and this would be like 10 o'clock. You know how hard it is to do the clock work backwards? I have to stop and think about it. So if I stutter, that's why. So we're going to leave the right side down, but it's very grounded to the floor. And again, just slide down. Find your stretch first. And again, I want to slide this right shoulder to the wall behind me. And deep breath. Exhale. You just lower a little bit at a time. And again, think about that right shoulder pulling back. Deep breath. Exhale. Push your right hip into the floor. One more deep breath. Exhale. Big stretch. And roll up nice and easy. And find how old you are. Because that's what it kind of feels like. You're like, ooh. This was to not lie, Monday morning, because I did a lot of dancing, a lot of social dancing, I could not walk because like foot weight on my calves. They were so
I bet they were sore.
fatigued, and it was a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Like they were not gonna hold me. I've not had that before, so
You're like,
yeah. So right arms up, drop the shoulder blade. So this stays put. You're just gonna slide down. You're gonna look to your right. Keep pressing that right hip down. Take a breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. Bring that arm down. Chest faces your thigh. And walk it up. And again, turn your shoulders a little bit. Nice. Bring the legs in. So heels, legs are extended. Heels are touching, knees and toes are turned out. So we're just going to slide forward. Drop your chin towards your chest. Bring your feet in slightly. 3 to 4 inches. Nothing major. Let your hips stretch. Bring them in again. So what do you feel the most here? Everybody's going to say something maybe a little different. I feel like my back of my hips and my back. I don't feel inner thighs at all.
no, I don't feel it, but my back, I feel it.
Yeah.
My back.
So I want you to think about where you're feeling this. Now, chest up, flat back, push forward.
I don't feel it. Not my back.
I can feel it down in my sits bones area, in the bottom of my hips, as I'm pushing my knees towards the floor with my elbows. And come up. Shake out your legs. So I've been trying to find some good inner thigh stretches. And there's only one really good one that I truly like, but it's been kind of interesting trying to find stretches for your inner thigh.
Yeah.
We're gonna, on our back, I'm gonna move stuff for a minute. All the way down, just lay flat, let your back go, oh my gosh.
And they start snoring.
No, you don't need to do that.
Sorry.
I was like, too late.
I didn't snore.
I just had to hear you, I didn't even see you, I just heard. And had to breathe out. Oh,
Feels so good down here.
it does feel good. Right foot on the floor as you bend your knee and do the same with the left. Lengthen out your spine. Bring your right knee toward your chest and then the left. We're going to circle the legs around. Bring your tailbone off the floor and on back on it. Nice easy circles. And you can change direction. Right foot goes on the floor. Left foot goes up to the ceiling, so straighten your left leg. I'm making a decision. Hold on. I want to try something. Go ahead and relax for a minute. I want to try this before I have you do it. I'm thinking if I blunt my left hip, took the leg up. Yep, that'll do. Put your blanket like that, just under the left glute. So it's just one side of my tailbone, my tailbone's not even on it. So my hips are at an angle.
Yeah.
Take the left leg up, point your toe, take it to the side.
Oh. That is a stretch.
Take a breath. As you exhale, flex your foot. Push energy to the bottom of your heel towards the wall. And I'm trying to keep my right hip on the floor. I don't want it to rock up. You are so welcome.
I was gonna say it was easier when it was up. But yes, I feel this definitely.
So think about where your leg is. All I want you to do is bend the knee. And feel how there's not much of a stretch.
No, not on the inner side.
So we're just letting the leg have a moment. Point your toe again on your left foot. Take a breath. Exhale, straighten the leg, hold.
Oh.
So it dropped down a little bit without you knowing it. Flex your foot. Relax your foot, bend your knee. Here we go again. Point your toe, all the way up. Now, can you rotate your toe out? Oh, yes, this feels so good. And some back leg. Bend your knee, put the leg back in, move the blanket, straighten your legs. Oh.
Legs going, what the heck?
I find it very difficult to stretch the inner thigh. There's just not.
Well, usually like you do that straddle.
Right,
That's about the only one I'm.
right. Well, there's other things, but they're not easy to get into. I think this is probably the easiest thing to get into. All right, left foot is on the floor. I actually have my left leg out just a little bit so I have a brace, a counterbalance, you might say. All right, right toes to the ceiling. Take it off to the side. So again, think about that left hip staying down. So what I like about this is that gravity is pulling you down, you just don't realize it. And having that hand hooked on that inner thigh helps keep that leg up. Take a breath. Exhale, flex your foot. Push energy through the bottom of your heel. Relax your foot, bend your knee. So we're going to leave that leg out there. So it's still stretching. It's just not nearly as intense. And here we go again. Point the toes, straighten the leg. Oh my gosh. Keep pushing your left hip down. And flex. Relax, bend. And again, try to relax that right hip. Let things stretch. One more time. Inhale. As you exhale, point the toe. Reach out. We're going to leave the toe pointed. We're going to try to toe out. So I'm trying to turn the top of my foot towards the floor without getting a cramp. And release it. Bring it in, move the blanket, straighten both legs. And things should feel kind of weird. That's the word, kind of weird. I know this is going to sound like a strange question, but then do your hips feel parallel to the floor now?
Yeah. Which is weird.
Yeah, it's actually putting things in alignment. That's the whole gist of this. I'm going to use a yoga block so I can have a little more height. You can use the blanket. Feet on the floor, bridge up. I'm going to put this right underneath my tailbone, sacrum. I'm going to extend my right leg nice and slow. I can already feel the stretch in my belly. And then I'm going to extend my left. And then I'm just going to relax. If my feet fall off to the side, it's okay. I'm going to place one foot on the floor and then the other. I'm going to cross my right foot behind the left. And I'm going to let my knees fall down. Oh, there's your next inner thigh stretch. And bring them up, cross the other way, and drop them again. Knees up, bridge, remove the block, go flat down. And now it's going to feel very odd. But again, everything should feel like it's in alignment right now. We're going to flip over. I know you're super excited about that. I'm going to use your blocks to do cobra. You might want to start with your blanket first, and then we'll work our way up. So I have right now kind of shrunk down into the floor. I want to press myself away from the floor, and I want to look out on the horizon of the floor. You might not have much of a stretch right now because we just stretched your belly. We'll get more, don't worry. Bend your right knee, and then bend your left. Increases the stretch. And release legs to the floor. So if you're good to using the blanket, stay with the blanket. If you'd like to go up a little higher, grab your blocks. So the same concept. Once you're here, make sure your elbows are a little more underneath your shoulders. Press up and away. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You feel like right underneath your sternum to your navel. We have to hang out here for just a minute. Bend your right foot or knee, and then bend your left knee. Oh, there it is. Drop your shoulders down into your back. And bring everything down. So move the blocks. We'll start on the floor. Palms go on the floor. Straight arms. So we just keep lengthening out. And again, press away from the floor. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Hello. We're going to rock back to child's pose. Or crawl back, your choice. So think about lengthening out your spine, releasing all those muscles. We have the hard one to go.
That's scary.
Come back forward. Blocks. I'm just letting my hips drop. And maybe there's a stretch going on. Don't worry, we're not trying to bend the knees here because we're all flat on our faces. So release your hips towards the floor. 4, 3, 2, kick back, child's pose. And go ahead and have a seat, because now we have to test the waters. Legs go up front. Hands are on your knees, or wherever they reach. Take a breath. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, slide up. And bring it down. And up. And drop. And up. One more. Drop down. And up. So that should have felt a little easier.
Yeah, it did.
But it took all of that
To get
to
there.
get there. Which, if we could do this every day, 45 minutes to an hour,
Yeah,
it would be awesome, but we just don't have that time.
yeah.
So you have to make at least a good 15-minute slot of time every day to stretch. And it could be 5 minutes at a time. But you have to take that opportunity to, okay, I'm gonna stretch my hamstrings, my quads, or I'm gonna stretch my chest or my back. Take that 5 minutes to do this, and this will be easy,
Yeah.
right? I can say that because I did my first split.
I heard you did, yes. I have to see a picture of your face.
I make faces. I make faces all the time when I'm dancing, don't I? I can't help it.
It's okay. Just go talking.
Just smile.
Yeah, well, I make a lot of faces.
Well,
Like, so was
if I was doing the splits, I'd be making faces too, but.
this wasn't a petrified, scary question. No.
No, it's just, so what I do is like, whoo, yeah.
Okay.
And then what you couldn't see is when I came up to do the swivels, I had to go grin, because I was like, oh, did you see what I just did? I was like an 8-year-old.
Well, at least you guys did it.
Yeah.
You were wondering about that.
Yeah, that happened. So anyway, all right, so where are we at? All the way down on your back. Take a breath. Get comfortable. Close your eyes. Relax your body down into the floor. Release the tension. Let it just fall into the floor. It's not necessary to have all that tension built up in your body, all that stress. Just get rid of it. Clear out your mind. I want you to think about something that you're very proud of, your accomplishments, and how they make you feel. What is that time that you felt so accomplished and so proud of yourself? I want you to think about what it took to get there, what it felt like to achieve your goal. Deep breath in and exhale. Do you remember how excited and happy you were after you did this wonderful thing that you accomplished? Inhale and exhale. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could feel like that all the time? And not just because we did something great, because we're taking care of ourselves. You're living with good quality of life. You're living at peace and being kind to your neighbor. Deep breath in and exhale. I want you to remember that feeling of pride you have in yourself. How much value you have. What's the next big thing on your list? What's your next goal? You already know how to find success. Apply your knowledge and reach for the stars. Deep breath in. As you exhale, relax and enjoy the next few minutes. Deep breath in. As you exhale, roll through the front of the room. Cradle in your hand with that lower arm. Very gentle with yourself. Ease your body up. Your body feels very heavy right now. Very relaxed, very comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, come to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Sit up nice and tall. Forearms are crossed your thighs. Palms are up and open. You are willing to hear, accept, and understand new concepts, new ideas. You're at peace with yourself and everyone around you. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Open your eyes. Refocus. Namaste. Oh wait. There was some yawning going on occasionally, I'm just saying. I was like, move, don't go to sleep yet. Yes. Oh, yes. I know, my legs are stiff now. It's like, wake up, wake up, wake up. Nice.
Let's get to work.